Yeah.
So I've been eating a lot. So
That's good.
not only that, and I know what happens after a fast, probably too much. Human growth hormone increases exponentially when you finish a water fast.
Yeah.
So that's why, dear. You know.
Cool. You know, it crossed my mind, and I was telling my mother, right? Because my mom, she would just have a conniption fit if she knew I was doing any 7+ days on just water. But I'm trying to get her into it slowly because I told her when I come home, I'm going to do a 7-day. Okay. And I want to do coconut water. I want to do coconut water.
Oh yeah.
Would that be just as good or better than water?
No, I'm glad. That's a good question. Obviously, the highest level is nothing but water. But if you want to go that next rung, coconut water, the breast milk of Mother Nature, that's fine. That's
Okay.
good.
And you got the best in the islands.
Girl, I'll be right there. I mean, we have coconut trees in our yard. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I would like to do that.
You can do that too, Janine. That's easy. You're getting the electrolytes, the electricity every day. So that would be good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Oh wow.
But can I eat the jelly too, or is just stay away from the jelly? Lord have mercy.
Good question. At least during the fast, you want to stay away from the jelly.
Yeah.
But afterward, you can do the jelly, especially in your smoothies.
Right, for sure.
I got a friend when I lived in Hawaii, all her babies, they had nothing but coconut water, coconut meat till they were like 3 years old. And they are the most beautiful children in spirit, physically.
Wow. Wow. That's got to be awesome, P.
I could imagine.
You know.
I could imagine.
Yeah, that's a blessing, baby.
I want to go home with you.
Come on. Come on, for real. Actually my mom told me a lot. I've always heard this growing up. My mom said when she was pregnant with me, she ate so much watermelon. She's always told me this. She was a watermelon eating woman.
Wow.
When she was having me.
I'm not mad at her because that's actually my favorite fruit, especially after working out or sex. And yeah, I love watermelon too.
Me too.
Yeah, I love it too.
Yeah. I like to eat the middle of it, the heart, the sweeter part, and then the part that's not as sweet, I juice that part.
Yeah, absolutely. That's good. That's good.
Do you grow them in the islands?
You know what? I know of people who actually have them, but we've never done the watermelon.
Yeah.
But I know, like my uncle's wife, her family does watermelons and pineapples and stuff. But no, we don't personally in my family.
Do you have the white pineapple?
Girl, I don't know what. They have to be honest with you. I don't know if it's white or, I just think it's regular pineapples, but I don't know about the white.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
You guys ready to rock?
We're ready.
You ready? Janine said we're ready. I see the live thing on. Okay. I'll get going. We're back again. Guy, I was looking at the calendar. Technically, this is supposed to be the last day of the cycle. We're going to do 21 days, and then we were going to do 21 days of just feedback and, and just keep it going. But I guess we'll even go longer than we have been going. But I want to encourage everybody before I get into the monologue, just to continue to, I wanted to, in addition to the nutrition eating, I just want to, continue to stress, guys, especially if you're over 30 years of age. Now, hear me on this. Physical fitness and your exercise and the amount you move on a regular basis is critical. If you're over 30, really, on an average day, you should be moving at least 2.5 hours, approximately 2.5 hours a day, if you want to stay ahead of that curve. Of that, I call it the metabolism curve. When you hit 30, your metabolism tends to slow down, and every new decade, it slows down a little bit more. And the only way to to mitigate that, in addition to nutritional factors, is to stay active. Ideally, 2.5 hours a day of working out. I don't care if it's running, yoga, whatever you do, or a combination of everything, or just walking for 2.5 hours. You know, that will keep you at the curve, because it takes that, guys. You got to hear me on this. I'm a runner. I'm what they call an ultra runner. I've done many marathons. I've been working out all my life, right? Well, one thing I know in running is that you don't really even break through until you get to mile 11 on a run. You really haven't really done anything to where you're really breaking through. And you're like, God, Chris, I can't do 3 miles. So you're saying that I got to do, I don't do, nothing happens until I get to mile 11? That's what I'm telling you. That's the truth with regard to, and all runners, seasoned runners, they know that. Things don't even really happen until you get to mile 11. So if you say, dang, I can't do 5 miles. Well, you just slowly build up to that. Just like with fasting. I tell people all the time, I say this all the time. I've said this since when I first, back in 2010. With fasting, the fast really don't start until day 11. That's when your taste buds upgrade from acid to alkaline. That's when you make that first shift. Okay, that's why 11 is what they call the first master builder. Until you get to day 11 on a water fast, you really, the game really hadn't really started yet. You know what I'm saying? You said, well, dang, I did 7 days. I thought that was good. It was good. But as you continue to go deeper, you'll see for yourself why it's so important to do these extended fasts, because baby, the game don't even start until day 11. Real detox don't start until day 22, because that's when things really speed up and your body is really getting ready to release some stuff. So I just want, the reason why I mentioned that movement and that exercise is because I want to keep the standard where it should be. And that's very high on the cause, and say, babe, I'm not the type of guy that's going to lie to you and say, well, you just do 30 minutes a day on the elliptical. That's going to be good. Maybe if when you were a teenager or in your 20s, that would be good. But anybody over 30 years of age, you have to be moving, working out, where you're sweating or doing some type of movement. I would say 2.5 hours a day. I almost want to say a tithe of the day, which is 2 hours and 40 minutes, but at least 2.5 hours where you're engaged, where you set aside that time for yourself, because you got to remember, there's nothing more important than your health and your body, right? And your freedom. So if health is number one priority, and our bodies are the equivalent, at least the equivalent of a Rolls Royce, minimum, on a low note. And I can prove it to you, because if I said, okay, I'll give you $1 billion for your right arm, nobody would sell it to me. Or I'll give you $1 trillion for both your eyes. Nobody's going to sell it to you. Because why? Because we're priceless. Your body is priceless. We're all priceless. So, and you can't be replaced. And always remember this, guys. The human body don't accept replacement parts. It simply does not accept. So there is no such thing as a knee replacement or a hip replacement or a heart replacement. What those things are, now, are they necessary in our society? Yes, they're necessary, simply because we're so far removed from the natural state, number one. Number two is that if a person don't have the knowledge or the willpower to do what's necessary, then those things are good. Okay? But the human body don't accept replacement parts. At best, you can get the part, but you're going to have to take drugs for the rest of your life to maintain that part. If you get a heart replacement, you'll be on a multitude of drugs for the rest of your life to be able to maintain it, because there's something foreign in this, and you're fearfully and wonderfully made, and the body don't accept replay. I gave you guys the analogy, I think it was last week or the week before, about with exotic cars. At one point, I used to drive an exotic car, Corvette, right? Well, what's crazy about the Corvette, it was fully paid for, believe it or not. I was blessed with it. What's crazy about it, it's like most exotic cars, is that it comes with a hood lock where nobody can go on. You can never raise the hood, because only the manufacturer you have to take the car back to the manufacturer. They're the only ones allowed to do any type of work on the vehicle. Okay, and that's with many exotic cars. They're built like that. Only the manufacturer, so they have hood locks. Even the owner can't, unless he takes it to the manufacturer, they can't get into it. So our body is really like that. We are truly fearfully and wonderfully made. With us being an information age, the age of Aquarius, the Leo age, this information is here. It has come down the pike. And this is what it is. This is the cutting edge. This is the this is where the bottom line is going to, this whole age is about the purification of the temple of God and the rebuilding of the temple and all the peoples, so that we can be truly happy, progressive, and just powerful people. Okay. So today, what I want to talk about, guys, real quick on the monologue, two things. I want to talk about 7 ways to increase your vibrational frequency. There's many ways to increase your frequency, your vibration, but I'm just going to talk about 7 ways to increase your vibration, and the 7 levels of nutritional excellence. The 7 levels of nutritional excellence. Okay. Well, the nutritional ladder, and 7 ways to raise your vibration. Okay. The first way to raise your vibration is, number 1, is to surround yourself in the best environments. Environment is so critical. What do I mean by environment? Living in a place that supports you, that's good. I'll give you a quick example. I was born and raised on the south side of Chicago. I'm a homer like you can't believe. I love Chicago, but I spent the last 5 years in North Scottsdale, Arizona. To me, probably the bougiest place in there, but it's so peaceful and beautiful, and everything is so up there. Well, that environment, so no matter what, you're always waking up to, how you're feeling on the day. 95% of the time, the sun is out. It's beautiful. The environment is peaceful. That's a great environment, right? So you want to surround yourself in an environment that's supportive. In the home, have a peaceful environment. You don't want to, certain places of your neighborhood that you don't go. Why? Because the environment. Because no matter how much of a stud you are, the environment that you live in is going to start to affect you. You become part of your environment. So the number 1 way to raise your vibration is to surround yourself in the best environment. What I used to do when I was in Chicago, I would find the most expensive hotel downtown, which one of the most was the Four Seasons. So I would go down. I couldn't afford the Four Seasons, but I would go down there because I could dream build, and I would go down there and maybe order a tea. You know what I'm saying? And just sit, and because that's the environment I wanted to be in. I wanted to be in an opulent environment that I feel comfortable in. I feel comfortable in that type of environment. I don't feel look. I don't feel comfortable in the Motel 6 environment. Not in the Motel 6, but I like the bigger environments, because that's what I like. I just want that. Even if I can't necessarily afford it, I can just be there. Even if I got to just buy herbal tea or something like that. Just being in the environment raises your vibration. Okay. When I had a chance years ago to do all those raw food events in California, in Southern California, it was different than me doing all the raw food events in Chicago, simply because it was a different environment and it raised my frequency, just being it. P lived 25 years in Hawaii. That had to be huge as far as raising the frequency. And I see that, and I hear it, just being able to talk to her, how just that and that alone will raise your frequency. So out of the 7 ways to raise your vibration, surrounding yourself in the best environment is one of the fastest way to raise your frequency. Just getting around to where it's better. Even if you're not necessarily there, just being a fly on the wall and just saying, man, I'm just going to hang around and see what happens, and being in an environment where maybe there's a lot of sunshine, a lot of, opulence, abundance and beauty, that's important. That's number 1. Okay. Number 2, guys, how to raise your frequency so you can rise above all the stuff, all the political stuff you're seeing on Facebook right now. You can rise above it. All the negative stuff that you're seeing on Facebook and all the in TV and everything, you can rise above it. So the purpose of this, what I'm telling you guys, to rise above all this stuff, because that stuff will always be there. The stuff will always be there. The key is simply to rise above it. You just got to rise above it. And the best way, the quickest way, is to raise your vibration. Because once you get to the higher vibrations, anything that's not on that vibration, they can't come up. You can go down, but they can't come up. Or they can come up, but they would have to raise their frequency to come up. So the key is to rise above it all. To rise above it all. Number two, out of 7 ways to raise your vibrational frequency. Number one was to surround yourself in the best environments. Number two is reading. Reading. All leaders are readers. All leaders are readers. That raises your vibration. That was one of the reasons why back in slavery, slaves were forbidden to do what? They were forbidden to read and to write. Because once you start reading, your mind is like a muscle and it can be developed. And then you can no longer be a slave once you free your mind. How do you free your mind? You free your mind, number one, through purification, just going on an extended fast and freeing it from being in physical bondage with mucus and everything. And number two, through flooding it with light or through knowledge. Okay, that's why slaves were forbidden to read, because it was going to raise their vibration, and they were no longer going to be slaves if they got at least get out of that level of slavery. Okay, reading. Now, when I say reading, I don't, because all books aren't created equal. I'm talking about reading biographies of successful men and women. Number one, I'm talking about reading books in your particular field. I'm talking about reading nonfiction philosophical books on self-growth, personal development, success, spirituality, money. I'm not talking about reading novels of fiction. If you do read those things, read them for pleasure and let that be a very small percent of your reading program. The books that will change you and take you to higher vibrations are the books that I just mentioned. Number one, biographies of successful men and women. Number two, any books in your particular field of study. Number three, nonfiction, esoteric, or even you can do the exoteric, as long as it's nonfiction, personal growth work. You know, Brian Tracy, all the good, Anthony Robbins, they're studs. David Wolf, this is good stuff, Don Tobin, and all and a zillion other people I'm missing, So that's important. That will raise your frequency and it'll get you out of the fray. It'll get you from above. And even, I'll tell you this, even when things aren't necessarily going your way, your tribulations will be short and you'll always see a light at the end of the tunnel. That's why I never worry about things. Even when I'm going through things, or maybe I've made a big mistake and I had a setback or whatever, I don't worry and I don't get fearful. Because I know it's only a matter of time, number one, before I'm out, and number two, either where I was before or be higher than where I was. That's how I always know. I know, number one, it ain't gonna be long before I'm delivered, and number two, I'll be out. That's an attitude that you want to have, guys. And what helps that is reading. Is out of the 7 ways to raise your vibration, there's many ways to raise it, but on this list, reading is number 2. Okay, reading. You gotta read. A billionaire once said that the average billionaire in the beginning, while they were building their empire, they read an average of 2 books a week. 2 books a week. That's pretty good. That's not bad. I know a guy who read a book a day, but that's a whole nother thing. Number 3 is removing mucoid plaque from your colon through colonics. Removing mucoid plaque from your colon through colonics. That is beautiful. That'll get your vibrational frequency up there. Again, I told you guys, I probably had about 20, maybe 25 colonics in my life, and that was the one thing that got me out of organized religion and got me into a state where, that's when the light bulb started going on for me personally, is when I started cleaning my colon. Cleaning the colon is a heck of a way to upgrade your vibrational frequency. The best way to clean your colon, without question, by far, is doing the colonics. I used to give myself a lot of enemas too. I've done the enemas, but enemas aren't as effective as colonics. It's just not. Much more water is just better. Colonics will always be the best. And so, but you can do that as well. But enemas and colonics are great, okay? Or if you want to just do the herbal, like Dr. Schultz herbals, that's great too. But colonics to me are the best way to clean your colon. The best cleanse for a colon. And that'll raise your vibration. It'll raise you and get you out of the mastermind. Number 2, this is it. Eat fully raw. Eat fully raw for a period of time. Ideally, minimally, for 91 days is the first veil. They call that an awakening. Eating fully raw for 91 days. We call it the 13 7's, 91 days, 13 weeks on nothing but fully raw. That gives you a brand new bloodstream, and it's an awakening. 91 days, fully raw. And I mean fully raw down to the salad dressing, everything fully raw. that will raise your vibrational frequency. It'll get you. Because you guys got to remember something. Every creature on planet Earth, this is a law. Every creature on planet Earth eats a 100% fully raw diet. Cooking is unknown in the animal kingdom. It's non-existent. There's no such thing as cooked food in the animal world. In the world, on planet Earth, cooked food is really, in the grand scheme of things, is non-existent when you think about it. There's no other animal eats cooked food unless we have a dog and we give them some food. Other than that, they'll never eat cooked food their whole life. All other creatures eat food how God presents it to us. That's food in its natural state. And that's what we're getting back to. That is the future of food. Getting back to eating food in its natural state. The information that we talk about is cutting edge information. But eating fully raw is a lifelong fast. It's considered, it's simply a lifelong, because your body's continually detox. Because the second you eat cooked food or any type of processed food, detoxification stops immediately. It halts. That's where the leukocytes or the white blood cells show up. And that's how you know something just went in your body that should not have gone in your body. Whenever you see the leukocytes, that's how you know you've just gotten off track. The leukocytes are the white blood cells. That's where the word leukemia comes from. The white blood cells, leukemia comes from that. So you want to keep the red blood cells, and ultimately, as we go to other levels, you'll even want to eliminate the red blood cell. When physical immortality becomes your goal at some point, and that's when you start activating the hydrogen, or the water making gas of hydrogen. That's what Jesus did. And that's when Enoch and all those guys, when they were going for that communal effect of physical immortality, of everlasting life, and not having to dismember and rot into the ground again, where you can actually live, because your body is a spaceship. And the knowledge is here, where how we can keep this earth suit for as long as we really want it, if we're willing to go through a process and upgrade. So that's the information. That's the cutting edge stuff. Again, like I said, guys, 100 years from now, 200 years from now, people gonna look back and be like, why weren't they doing that? That's what the cutting edge is. So I always like to look and see, man, what's going to be going down 100 years from now? Because if we go back 100 years and we tell them we're going to have iPhones and all this stuff that we got now, they would have called us lunatics. They would have thought we were crazy. So I think it's important for us to project 100 years ahead to see how we can stay ahead of the curve. It's important. If you don't want to suffer, and if you don't want to get left behind, it's important to stay ahead of the curve. This will keep us ahead of the curve. Eating fully raw. And the next one is exercising vigorously. I just finished talking about that. If you're over the age of 30, because at the age of 30 is when your metabolism starts to slow down. If you're over the age of 30, and every decade it goes lower and lower. And the only way to mitigate that is to move your body at least 2.5 hours every single day, at least 5 days a week. 2.5 hours. So 30 minutes on the elliptical is not enough. And they know. So people say, well, just work out an hour. And until you've done those things, you really don't know. Baby, I'm saying move your body 2.5 hours a day. Okay. Whatever you love to do. If you want to swim for 2.5 hours, go for it. If you want to do yoga for 2.5 hours. A lady I used to date, she did yoga. She did Bikram yoga, which is 90 minutes almost every day, plus an hour in the spin class. That's about 3. She was doing 3 hours, but people always remarked on how beautiful she was and how healthy she was. Because I was like, God, you always moving. Life is movement, friends. Life is movement, guys. So that's one of the keys. We don't move nearly enough. An hour a day simply ain't enough. It's a good start until you can get up to that standard. But I'm saying 2.5 hours a day of movement a day, and not a second less if you're 30 or over, because the metabolism starts to slow down at 30, and every new decade at 40, it goes lower, and 50. And the only way to mitigate that and keep your hormonal balance is to eat a very clean diet and to keep your activity level up. Because there's always somebody coming down the pike, and you got the teenagers and people in the 20s. We're competing globally against the world. Is so small. It's smaller now, so we have to stay out front, especially if you're over the age of 30. Okay, You're going to have to move and move a lot. An hour a day is not going to do it. No, who's going to tell you this? I'm telling you this because this is the truth. You know, so I'm only telling you that's what's really got to happen. So a lot of our challenges come, we simply don't move enough. So, and that will raise your vibration, because when you start moving, it's gonna release serotonin, it's gonna release the happy drugs, dopamine, and all types of things happen when you start. And you start to sweat, and when you start to sweat, your skin starts throwing off toxins, does the work, and then your organs simply don't have to, because if your skin isn't throwing off, helping you out, then guess what? Your pancreas is going to have to take up that slack. Your gallbladder is going to have something's going to have to take up that slack of your lack of movement, and that's where more problems can come in. So that's exercising vigorously, guys. That's important. Number 6 is doing extended water and juice fasting will raise your vibration. Extended water and juice fasting will raise your vibration. And peep this, it ain't considered, really, to me, a short fast is 14 days or lower. So until you get beyond 14 days, you really haven't done an extended fast. But that's just me. That's my standard. I'm using that. I don't think 14 days is a long time. That's a short fast to me. It is. That's about as low as you want to sink to. 14 days. That's what they call that's how long it takes a new moon to become whole again. 14 days. That's how long it takes to break a bad habit. 14 days. That's why a person has to labor for 14 days before they get the first paycheck from their job, because that's what they get. They got that from following the lunar cycle. That's why they don't pay you. You got to labor for 2 weeks. So give me my 2-week notice before you get your butt up out of here, because that's how long a cycle takes. You ain't doing anything. You haven't started until you do get to 2 weeks. 14 days. I don't consider it over. So anybody can do a 14 days without, having major. It's just, all it'll do is just bless you. So 14 days is a short amount. The standard is a high standard, but I consider that a short amount of time. 14 days is not, until you do more than 14 days, you haven't done extended fast yet. So extended water and juice fasting is a way to raise your vibration. So to me, anything over 14 days and just water, juice, or yes, young coconut water, Janine, anything over that. And by the way, Janine, look, so that's 7 days. We may have to upgrade that to 14. So water and juice fasting is critical. Water and juice fasting is critical. Okay, and last but not least, performing a 10-day or more on silence. Maybe doing a silent. I've been asked to do silent retreats. Like 3 years ago, a friend of mine wanted to go to Bali and do a 10-day silent retreat. If you can get yourself, and I know Natasha did this, who's part of the team, and I know a few people have done this, to do the going silent for 10 days or more. That will raise your vibration. That will raise your vibration, guys. Okay. Ideally, you want it to do it extended at least 10 days. And I know people have done it like 30 days, and but going into the silence or that solitude is powerful. And then you can tap into some higher frequencies. I haven't done that yet. That's something that I will do at some point. But that's good. That's just really good. So that'll definitely raise the vibration. So those are the 7 things that can raise. Obviously, there are more things that will raise your vibration, but since we're just doing 7 ways, those are 7. Okay. Now I want to give you guys the 7 levels of the nutritional evolution. The 7 levels of the nutritional evolution. Okay, the first level is the level that we all start at when we come here. The first level is being an omnivore. An omnivore. That's somebody who eats pretty much everything. Meat, potatoes, fruits, everything, any and everything is an omnivore. That's where most people live, an omnivore. And that's fine, because you got to start from someplace. Everybody starts there. In most cases, everybody starts at that level, unless you were born and your parents just raised you, at the other levels. The next level, higher than omnivore, is what we call vegetarian. Vegetarian is somebody who don't eat meat or fish or anything, but they still eat eggs, cheese, milk, and all the other stuff. Okay, that's what a vegetarian is. Just somebody who they've eliminated the flesh, but they still eat dairy products. That's by definition what a vegetarian is. The next level, the third rung, is a vegan. A vegan. Now, a vegan is somebody who eats no animal products at all. No fish, no dairy, no cheese, no eggs. They don't even consume products with that stuff. And so they're not brushing their teeth with Colgate toothpaste. They're not using Dove soap. All that is pork and animal products. They're not using Tide detergent. All that is Beelzebub. And they know all the products that they get. You look at the back of those products, they got the no animal ingredients, they got the no animal cruelty sign on the back, they got all the sign. There's about 4 or 5 labels on the back of everything you buy. And it is, if you get it from, you go to Whole Foods, you go to Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, or Sprouts, or but if you just go into commercial stuff, they'll like if you get a Tide detergent, that don't have it on the back because Tide is Beelzebub. It is. Lubriderm, all those things, that's just Aquafresh. Those products are very low level, and they all contain animals. They all contain animals. And if it don't say we don't contain animals, it contains animals because they do animal testing on almost everything. Okay, so you just gotta watch that. That will bring you low. Vegan is the number 3 rung on that 7 rung nutritional side. So now here's the thing, guys. Even if you are omnivore, you're like, Chris, you're judging. I'm not judging anybody. Said, I don't care. I'm not the food police. We all, you could start wherever this is just information. Some of my best friends are omnivores. I don't care. Don't mean that, I was the biggest omnivore. Nobody ate more bad stuff than me. So I'm not, I'm not judging anybody. So vegan is number 3. Number 4 is a raw vegan, somebody who's a raw vegan. Now, what's a raw vegan? It's simply a person out with a vegan may still cook their food. A raw vegan eats no cooked food at all. They eat 100% uncooked, uncultivated fruits, veggies, nuts, green seeds, sprouts, legumes, etc., but all in their natural uncooked state. Okay, that's what the term raw. I don't like labels. I'm just a man who eats fruits and veggies. How about no label? Can we just be that? But no, we just got to have the label. Just to have the label on it. That's what a raw vegan is. Now, it don't make you any better than anybody else. That's just I think it's a spiritual path. That's just the diet path that you've chosen. Does it have a much less impact on the earth than all the positive? Yes, but but still don't make you better than anybody. So I just want, just keep that out there. Raw vegan is just everything's uncooked fruits and veggies. That's the next rung on the 7 rung of the nutritional, the raw vegan. The next after the raw vegan is the fruitarian. Now, fruitarian is somebody who eats nothing but fruits and green leafy veggies. You always want to have your greens with the fruit. You don't want to just eat just fruit. And we all know the 3 types of fruits. You got your fatty fruits, your non-sweet fruits, and your sweet fruits. Those are the 3 types of fruits. And then they just eat those fruits in addition with grains and drink, water or whatever, juices. That's a fruitarian. That's the next level. And then after the fruitarian, you got your liquidarians. Those are people that that live on nothing but fluids, liquids. Now, the next level is what they call breatharian. Those are the ones that live on nothing but air. I only know one. And because most people say, but I don't believe it. I know one. You can Google this guy and go on YouTube. He's a black man. His name is Genesis Sunfire. He's got some great videos on YouTube, and he's a real breatharian. You could just look. Check him out when you get a chance. Genesis Sunfire. And do I at some point want to be breatharian? Maybe at some point. But that's way down the road because I love food too much. Okay, I love food too much. There's certain things that I'm not willing to give up. I already think I give up too much sometimes as is. But if that's something that you guys aspire to, if I can achieve that, where I receive just as much pleasure from living off of air as I do eating, then of course. But as long as I'm receiving so much pleasure from food, and remember this, food is the number 1 pleasure for most people. Food is the number one pleasure for most people. It is by far. It's our greatest weakness. It's our number one pleasure. If you can overcome the food trap, then you can pretty much overcome anything. Food is the number one pleasure. You can't make no mistake about that. So making those dietary changes are very challenging for most people because you're messing with people's pleasure, and it's so emotional hardwired into us. Okay, it's the number one thing. But breatharian is that seventh rung on that ladder, guys. Being a breatharian, and so those are the seven, as far as the 7 steps, and we talked about the 7 ways to raise your frequency. So, guys, we can open it up for some discussion if you would like. Anybody would like to go first?
Yes, I would like to go first. Good morning, everyone.
Makiba, is that you?
Yes, that's me, darling. I see you all chested and stuff this morning. Mm-hmm.
I am. What's up, Mom?
Nothing much. I just wanted to put your friend on blast, your boy, your
Spider?
Van Edwards. Yeah, I heard him. I heard the last week's session when I couldn't be on him talking about taking my VIP. I said I'm coming with a vengeance this morning. I'm being messy real early. I done had my 30-minute walk this morning. I done did all type of stuff, so I got some energy. No, but everything is all good.
Wow, Makiba. Come on, babe. Keep oh, that's good, Makiba. That's really good. So you're good? Have you been eating good?
Yeah, I was just on with Prima. It was like I didn't want to get out of bed after I had came back in the house.
Okay.
And I had put a little concoction together. It was half of an avocado, a whole banana. I had some raw macadamia and walnut and but I put a handful of that in there with some almond milk, blended it up, and had me a little smoothie. Actually, I ordered some hemp protein powder.
Yes.
So
yes.
I put that in there as well. So I just wanted to try it out to see how it was, and it was dreamy.
Wow.
Yeah, that's my raw meal this morning.
That's what's up. That's awesome. That's really good. Yeah. Wow. Thank you for sharing that. Spider.
And hold on a sec. One other thing, you didn't tell us when we drink the young coconut that it would give us this surpassed energy. Anytime I drink them, I am literally up the entire day.
Oh, for real? You're right. I didn't say that, but Makiba, you're right. It's because it's the highest source of electrolytes that we know in nature from the coconut. I think the electricity is what really does it.
Oh, okay. I keep at least 2 or 3 in my refrigerator now, along with a pineapple and all the rest. But I had told one of my friends who wasn't feeling good, and he was like he couldn't even get to sleep. And he worked overnight. So he said the time that he usually get up about 3 o'clock to get ready for work, he didn't go to sleep until 3 o'clock that day. I think he said he got about 40 minutes or whatever before he came into work. But he wasn't tired, but he just couldn't sleep because of the energy. And I said, you know what? I had one the other day. I was up maybe midnight or whatever. I was like, I did drink that damn coconut today.
Are you opening them up and getting the meat inside?
No, actually, I'm only just consuming the water for right now. Because the meat, I'm like, that might be on a whole nother level. So it's baby steps.
Well, when you do, you could put the meat in your smoothie.
Yep.
Oh, cool. Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Wow, thank you, Makiba. We got to talk to the birthday boy. What's up, Spidey? Can you guys, man, happy birthday, baby. I want to give you some love before you even say something. You're 52 years young. You don't look it. You got the happy birthday, bro. I just want to take a moment just to give you a virtual hug, man, and wish you a happy 50-second trip around the sun, and just love on you. Just want to just wish you a happy birthday.
Thank you so much, man. Yeah, you know, a lot has been happening. Well, I've been talking to almost everybody. You know, the offer was made under the table by Chris to possibly give me the MVP, but I said no. You know, I said no. She fought hard for that thing. Let her have it. You know, so you deserve it. Don't worry, baby. You earned it. You earned it. But next year I'm gonna be fasting, so I'm coming for that trophy. I don't know who. Let me tell you, I'm gonna win that. I'm putting my money on me now. I'm gonna win that trophy next year. So y'all, whoever think they're gonna be the MVP, they better give. They're gonna have a run for their money.
Wow.
I'm coming for that trophy, and I'm coming. And also, because me and Chris had a conversation, and I said, you know, if there was a lifetime achievement award, you know, Shakti should get it because she's been in all of them. But I'm taking that too. So next year I'm coming for the MVP, the comeback faster of the year, and the lifetime achievement award. So you all better be on your game next year. I'm bringing it. I'm bringing it.
No doubt. Well, Spider, the only reason why you didn't get it last year when Mickey got it, because this is the reason why you didn't get it. She had done she did the dry fast. So next year you're gonna have to do the 3-day dry fast to get consideration.
Absolutely. And you know what? Because see, here's the thing about me. I'm so giving and loving. I actually did 6 days dry fast, but I didn't want to say anything. I want to take her trophy, so it's okay. She's a good kid, you know. I did 12 days on air, Chris. Now what?
You're a stud.
Oh, you know what? You know. Oh, so that's how we doing it. Oh, so okay, all right. Oh, so we showing a little chest hair today, huh? Okay, well, all right then. Give me a minute. You know, I mean, what is this? I mean, you know, oh, is that how we doing it? All right, I got you, big brother. Hold on a minute.
I'm just being lazy as ever.
See, y'all need to stop it. Stop it. This is turning non-people.
Okay, so that's how y'all want to do it now? All right.
What are we going to do with this?
So that's how we doing it, big brother? All right.
But you gotta tilt down a little bit.
Huh?
So you gotta tilt down a little bit.
Oh, I ain't doing that.
You is a certified fool, man.
I am not going to do that. I'm not going to do that.
Thank you, fans, for making my morning.
Thank you all too. And
put your clothes back on. I can't even concentrate.
Hey, hold on.
I'm a Shakti. Oh God, Shock is so funny.
I'm gonna get you for that. You just have to show out every time. You just can't be regular. Right. You can't just one day just be regular one day.
No, well, Chris started it. Chris started it, and he knows better.
But you have to take it to 1,000 though. But you have to take it to 1,000. That's you know what? It wouldn't even be you if you didn't take it to 1,000. I'm just gonna go ahead on with it.
That's that February. That's that February in me. What can I say? But yeah, thanks a lot, Chris. I don't have to create a monologue later on when I do my talk. Thanks a lot for the 7, 7, and 7. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
That's what you do.
Yeah, you know, I appreciate that. And just to make it quick, first of all, I don't believe you could be silent for 10 days, but that would be great to see. I mean, I don't know if you could do it.
I don't see this, Spidey.
I don't think you could be silent for 10 minutes.
But
it's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's all in love. Yeah, but you were talking about the labels. like say the labels on the products, the soaps.
Yeah.
You know, the labels are, there's a play on words with those labels anyway. You know, like when they say all natural ingredients, well, a rat's tail is natural to a rat. So it's like, you know, it's a play on words anyway. You know, when they say sugarless, we all know those are artificial sugars they're using. You know, I mean, it's a joke. You know, the labeling system, they don't even have to report every single thing in a given item. The government affords them to list a certain amount. You know, thank God they list what they do, because, you know, legally they don't have to list everything. So it's just that labeling system is just not even, you know, it's really not even up to par. But in closing, I just want to, yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I just want what the labels, despite the labels that I was talking about. I know the labels that you're saying. I'm talking about the ones that they're different than what I know you're talking about. Like if you go to like, just go to, I'll say Whole Foods or okay, and if you're most of their products, that's why you'll like if you go to Whole Foods or a store like Sprouts or Trader Joe's, you'll never see Cheers or Palmolive or things in there, Dove soap, because like on the back of like, to take some of the products that detergents that you use or whatever products that you use, you'll always see the various labels like no cruelty, no animals, no ingredients, no, you know, and they have to be, if they don't have those in there, like if they're not in there, they'll always be on there. And if they don't have those on there,
right,
they just won't be on there at all. But I know the labels that you're talking about. Like if you get like one of those labels like no sugar added or
right,
all natural, ain't all natural for most, you know, or you know. So no, I hear you with that. I hear you with that.
Yeah, it's a joke. It's every time I see that, I laugh. It's a joke. You know, it's just a play on words. And yeah, thanks for clearing that up. But in closing, I just wanted to thank Shakti because we had a conversation. She called me on my birthday, and we had a really long talk, and we were talking about the new moon and setting intentions, and she made me buy a candle because I would have just said I would have did it, and I would have did it, but I did it, and I said to her, yeah, she gave me some affirmations to say. So I said, you know, on my way home, when I get off the bus and I have like a five block walk, I'm going to be yelling out loud intentions and affirmations. And I just said, she had given me one that went something like, I openly and accept all abundance that the universe has in store for me. I willingly receive and allow. And I just kept saying different, you know, along those lines, all the way home. And the very next day, which was yesterday, they were fucking with me at work to the point where I don't even know if I'm going to have that job long. But I immediately thanked God because I said, okay, I asked for it. I put it out there. This is God's way of saying, you know, you're playing too small here at this job anyway. You've been here. You've given everything to this place you deserve, or, you know, that you can really make a difference in your own life here. This is your opportunity. So, you know, in the past, I would have taken something like that and gotten angry. You know, I pretty much single-handedly saved this place. You know, I would have had all these emotions, but instead, I just took it as it was God. God just said, you know what? Okay. You know, because when we ask for stuff, God will answer. The universe answers. You know, it's cosmic ordering. You say you want it, it will come to you almost right away. But because it doesn't look like in the form that you want it to happen, you don't think that's what it is. But now you got to take the action. So now I have to interview. I have to, you know, put things in motion. And a lot of that comes from water fasting too. All that spirituality, all that muscle that we build up in fasting, and then having people like Shakti in your life that'll just call you right on time.
Yep.
You know, I mean, she just called me right on. I need to hear everything she said that night. I needed to hear every syllable. And that was God. You know, she thanks me a lot for what I do with mirror work and you know, and the fat flush and all. And I'm trying to tell her, I'm thanking you, you know, like I had to thank her because it's like, I mean, God just put us together,
Yep.
you know, and God put all of us together. You know, see Chris, man, you know, because I've met some amazing people in your program. You know, I just don't know what I'd do without it.
Van, you got me crying over here. I'm so glad you can't see my ugly cry right now.
Go ahead, Shock. Are you listening?
It's just that you don't even know how you affecting somebody. Van, you blessed me that night. You don't even know I was going through a lot. See, it's so funny how you don't even know that you're blessing somebody while you're being blessed at the same time. That night, I had so much stuff on my heart. You know, I will still move forward and do what I have to do, but it's like you said, you have things coming in your life that looks like they're leaving you. Stuff look like it's leaving you. And at that day I told you, I was like, damn, I feel like everything is you know, I'm not, you know, moving well. It was so many things. As many blessings that are coming through in my life right now, I'm still getting opposition or it looks like opposition. But I
Yeah.
forgot when I went back on my affirmations and I prayed for some things. And I was like, damn, those things are being removed. So how can I be mad? Because God sent these people to answer my prayers. So talking to you reminded me of that. Van, and one of the things you taught me is you just give me permission to be my damn self. That's what I love about you. You're gonna be yourself no matter what. And I'm gonna be myself. But the minute I stub my toe and start crying, I'm gonna go somewhere and lick my wounds. I can't mourn on it, you know, in public like most people. I have to go somewhere and I have to, you know, go in my cave. That's what I do. But man, you give me so much inspiration watching your life and how you help people even when you're going through shit every day. Like, how do you even do that? Like, you know, I'm like, yo, I got to make sure I'm okay. I'll help you tomorrow. I'm sorry. But I be feeling like sometimes I'm going down with the ship and I got to make sure things are taken care of. So you give me so much inspiration. Even this story, I don't know why I felt like I had to boss you around that day and tell you what to do. I'm shocked that you did it. I was like, you got to do this because I know how powerful it is. How you encouraged me that, like, to do that inner child work. That was life changing. I'm not ever going to be the same afterwards. I don't know who sent you. I don't know where you came from, but you are inspiration and everything that you're giving out, you and Kristopher and everybody, all the stuff that y'all giving out, that's coming right back at you. Really, I'm just really I feel really blessed to be around people who are always up leveling, who always helping people, who always trying to do better for themselves. That's the model, and that's what I need. I said an affirmation about a year ago that I'm only attracting people who are doing better, who make me better. And y'all are that manifestation, that affirmation is done. It's already come true. Just looking at all of y'all. So yeah, thanks for sharing that.
Hey, I just wanted to say, even with going through the fasting and different stuff like that, um, and just the work that I'm doing inside of myself, I see that I am operating at a higher vibration and frequency, and it's certain things and people that really can't even occupy my time and space right now.
Yep.
And it's funny because things that will, in the past that will kind of like irritate me or whatever, I laugh at it. I was like, do you actually hear the bullshit that's coming out of your mouth that's coming into my ears? Because obviously you thought I was somebody that I wasn't. And it just goes to show that the strength that you find within yourself when you begin to love yourself more, when you begin to take more selfish acts, concerning you, and not splitting your attention and splitting yourself with so many different things, you can actually focus. And I just thought, just going through this process with all of you and hearing the testimonies and the different things like that, it really does strengthen and give you that other level of boldness that you've already always had, but to see it manifested in a different way. Because at first it may have come off as negativity, aggression, hostility, those things, but now it's coming off as love and patience and perseverance and yeah.
But you know what you just described? You just described the fruits of the spirit. And that's what's being manifested right now, babe. That it is. And you just got love, patience, kindness, and joy, peace, and that's what it is. And that's what this reaps. And that's what this is all about, man. Getting to the fruit of the spirit, and the fruit meaning the result or the effects of when you sow to your spirit through water fasting, through eating a certain way, through just love and self-love, loving yourself in any type of way, And so that's what you just described. And I think that's wonderful, especially in your field of work. Man, it's so needed. It's so needed. It's needed.
It is, and it also basically allows me to know that the goals that I have set for myself, they are attainable. And not only are they attainable, I know that I'm able to not only reach others at a higher level, but to also affect them in a way that they hadn't even been affected before. Because a lot of times, by me having the spirit of discernment, I can discern things even before people even say something to me. So just basically, I've always decreed, as a police officer, I come to change the atmosphere. So when I show up, it's certain things that's going to manifest anyway because I'm present. So with that being said, I see why my future had been fighting me so much of the declarations that I have made out of my mouth concerning the things, especially in the end times right now. Me, I always said I wanted to be one of those people in position and or a secret weapon, me and my children. I didn't want you to know what was inside of me. I wanted to show you. And due to my age and my gender, you will always underestimate me.
Wow. Now, Makeepa, I don't know if you told us this. How young are you? How old are you?
I'm 37, but I've been in law enforcement for 14 years. Well, actually, what's this, 2017? Actually, yeah. 16 years.
Really?
2001, yes. So I started when I was 21 years old.
So you were 21? That's awesome.
Yes.
Wow, bless you, man. I'm honored to know you too.
Hey, Makeepa, so do you see how like you say, when you show up as a police officer, your presence is known? Do you see the carryover like in your personal life when you don't even have a uniform on?
Yes, and I get a lot of intimidation from people. People say they find it hard to approach me in my personal life, but in my professional life, they give I guess a little bit more leniency or whatever because they don't see the blue. And most times I don't tell people what I do. So anytime you see my posts and different things like that, you would never see my profession. Most people don't even know what I do unless they have seen me in uniform or, things like that. And then when I tell them the amount of years, they're like, well, what? I was like, what I do in my private has nothing to do with what I'm showing publicly.
That's real talk. And Makeepa, when's your birthday? If you don't mind sharing.
November 4th.
That's right. Okay. Yeah. Puff Daddy. Okay. That's how I remembered it last time. Yeah, you're a Scorpio. Yeah. Well, thank you. Spider, I got a question. If the birthday boy is still available, did you want to respond to Shakti and what she had said, man? You available? And if not, P, can you share with us how you doing, babe? Even more so?
Yeah, I wanted to say something about Van and I guess Makibra. I was talking with somebody about how to increase my income, and they said, well, why don't you go to Kroger and get a job? And not that I have anything against that, but I want to focus on my field. And so I want to stay within my field. And so I kind of like made a stand, which was like something that I don't do often in that way. Like I might be thinking it, but I don't always like say it. And so I took note of myself when I said to her, no, I'm not doing that. And that's the next day I got communication about a certification program to learn a program that I could teach. And it was like the perfect thing for me. So when Van was talking about what's happening with him on his job, I immediately thought about that because I was excited when I found out about the program, but I wasn't making the connections of the events that were happening in my life and how when that came, that was like a super blessing. And another thing I want to say to Van is I'm very visual because I do video, and there's something about the color of your walls. I don't know if that's like indigo, but it is just like so attracting. And it says something about you. I don't know how to interpret it, but it just like really touched me today. You with that indigo background behind you, it just seems like very magical. And I'm hoping for very magical things to happen for you. And for myself, like I'm on a budget, and right now I'm eating salads, and I've had like 3 shits today.
TMI. TMI.
Say that again?
I said TMI, P. TMI.
Oh, what does that mean? What does that mean?
Too much information.
Oh, no, that's like joyful information because this is like new.
Wait. You've been in the bathroom 3 times today already?
Yeah. Yep.
Really?
That's
Yep.
wonderful. You should have a party. Should be a celebration.
Yeah. I'm very proud and want the world to know.
Yes.
And
Say it loud.
say it, Ashaki.
I said, say it loud. I'm pooping out proud.
Yeah, I pooped and I'm proud. And I've been like reading esoteric books like in the night, and watching a lot of videos related to my field and related to raw food, because I want to keep my focus on manifesting more raw in my life. Like when this set of raw food runs out, I'm gonna have to switch to some cooked food. So I got like beans, and after talking to Kristopher, I got like beans and quinoa and black rice. So I got, I'm feeling really good that I got like backup food for times when I can't get the raw. And then next month, I should have a little more play with my money. So I want to make sure that I do like a green drink in the morning, and then a big raw salad in the evening. And during the times when I like don't have transportation or don't have money to buy raw, then I at least have good legal food that I can cook and eat. And when you were talking about the 7 ways to increase vibrational frequency,
Yes.
Movement is the one that is the most serious for me. I did two days of walking, and that was like more than a week ago. And I noticed the second day that I walked, my weight went down. And so it showed me that there is a reaction to what I do physically, and that felt really good. So I know that and it was beautiful what Van posted about the meds, because that's a shortcut way for me to remember the things that I should be thinking about. And then I just wanted to share that when I lived in Hawaii, I actually did silence for 2 months one time.
Wow.
And it definitely was so beneficial to me. And something that was shocking to me that I learned from it was how nice people can be when they think you're at a handicap. Because there were times when I would, like, very rarely would I do it, but when I did, like, have to go out in public, like to go shopping, for example, I wasn't talking, and I would, like, write notes before I left home, because I could kind of anticipate what I might need to say to somebody. So sometimes I would have these little notes, and I would give it to maybe the clerk at a store, or I may be in a situation where somebody's talking to me, and I give them like a hand signal that I'm not talking, and they took it to mean that I could not talk. And then they would treat me so nicely. I want to say they treated me nicer than if I were talking and trying to get their help. So if you can do a silence meditation for any amount of time, I highly recommend it. It is so beneficial. And then the last thing I wanted to say, going back to the exercises, like the 2.5 hours, does it have to be like continuous, or can it be a walk in the morning and a walk in the evening?
That's a good question, Pete. No, you can break it up. You can do an hour in the morning, maybe an hour and a half in the evening. We call it the name it slips me, but you can definitely break it up. It don't have to be continuous, but as long as you get it in during that 24-hour cycle, that's perfect. That's perfect. And with regard to the silent retreats and all that you just shared, yeah, thank you. And even with regard to those three bowel movements that you had today, that was pretty good too. So thanks for sharing that as well. I got a question, guys. Is Janine still available? Jay, are you still on there, babe? Janine?
I'm here.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you. Laying flat on my back with acupuncture needles going through me.
Okay, I like that in you.
But I'm
What's
good.
up, Janine? Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You got any thoughts, anything you want to share?
Well, I did pretty good this week. I bought the chard like you suggested, but I was wondering if that's something to like juice or blend. I juiced it actually.
Good. Yeah. You can do both actually. I actually do both with it.
Oh, okay.
You can do both. And if you eat it, if you put it in your salad, a good thing to do is to massage the chard, because chard is sort of like kale in its cruciferousness.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would just massage it if you want to soften it up a little bit with olive oil or coconut oil.
What about the leaf from the beet? The beet. I mean, do you juice that or do you use that at all? I was wondering about that.
That's a good question. You can juice it, and you can eat it. You can definitely eat it, and you can juice it as well.
Okay. Cool.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when we were talking about that 7-day coconut juice fast earlier.
Yeah.
Janine, you got stud in you. I know you can do 14 days if you want to.
Oh, I believe I could do the 21 actually.
That'd be awesome.
Because I'm going home for 18 days, so I could, I won't be working. Really believe that I could do that.
Yeah, you can. It would be a blessing to you too.
Yeah.
It really will. Now, I got a question for you. I don't know if I asked you this. Do you have a workout program right now, babe, that you do consistently?
Well, I walk a lot at work.
Besides besides what?
No. I have a mini trampoline in my bedroom, and I try to jump on that every day, actually. But I mean, nothing like, outside of walking around at work or jumping on my trampoline or sweating in the sauna. That's pretty much it.
No yoga or spin or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
But I do have a gym membership, so you really inspired me to, and I don't have to be to work till 10 o'clock in the morning, and it's literally, 2 to 3 miles away from my house. So I really don't have any reason not to go to the gym about, 7 or 8 in the morning, other than I just want to wake up at that time.
Right. I don't feel like getting out of bed. That's an extra hour or two of sleep I could be getting, or just rest.
Oh, gosh, yeah. But, yeah, I know it's important. I know it is.
It is, babe. It is.
So.
That'll bless you a lot. You're already blessed, but even more so.
Thank you.
Janine,
And I really...
Oh,
go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I really love how you take care of yourself. Did you put the needles in, or are you at a doctor's office?
No, I'm at a doctor's office.
Wow.
Yeah.
And still on the calls, man. You are a trooper, Janine. You are still serious.
Hey, I mean, I do my best. I really do my best. And like it was Shakti that was just saying, how, I mean, this group that we have, how we get so much from each other, and how we manifest and bring each other into each other's lives. And I know that that's what I put out there. That's what I expect. So I'm not surprised that I am a part of this group, because I wouldn't be a part of anything else.
That's true.
So,
and not only that, you're a big part of this. I mean, you always show up, and to me, you always show out. So that's wonderful.
Well, I appreciate it. And I really would like to reach out to Shakti and Makibra. I haven't spoken to either of the ladies. I mean, Prima, we say hi and whatnot, but I haven't really spoken to either of the ladies that I would really like to at some point.
You and me have spoken a whole bunch.
We have. And I've spoken to Van, yeah.
Yeah, we should
but
all
if it's okay with the ladies.
We should all be going to the islands with you.
I think that sounds good.
Janine, Janine is beautiful. She is, guys, inside and out.
Thank you.
I like you a lot.
Thank you.
You're welcome, babe. And thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
But just back to the birthday boy. Now that he's back. He's fighting. Prima and Shakti, they showed you a lot of love when they said a lot of good things about you, bro. When left. So I just wanted to give you a chance to respond, because Shakti loved on you a lot, and so did P.
Well, go ahead, babe. I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to say your new name should be Indigo Man.
I willingly and gladly accept that. Sure. Oh, thanks, guys. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, I just feel like I've developed like such a great rapport and friendship, like a real genuine members. We speak a lot. Me and Janine were on the phone last night. Me and Regina are regular phone buddies. Me and Shakti, we're regular phone buddies. Prima, I haven't had a chance to speak to you, individually. Me and Chris, obviously. Macabre, I would love to, have a conversation with her more, Oh, man. Here we go. Macabre, don't listen to him, man. Don't listen to him.
She gonna get you. She gonna get you.
Tell him about it. Makibra.
Macabre.
Okay, yeah, I always pronounce your name the way it looks like it's pronounced, the way it's spelled. It looks like it's Makibra. Okay, Makibra. Yeah, but I'm just very, like I said, I'm in a good place. I'm in a good place with good folk. The energy is where people genuinely care about each other. We all can't wait for these calls. It's like if you have a family and you have dinner every Sunday at grandma's house. It's like coming back to these calls on the weekends. We can't wait to get to them.
Right.
Like I can feel it. I can feel it, and I can't wait till Saturday morning. To get on the call and Sunday morning. I can't wait because I'm gonna get to see.
Yep.
I'm gonna get to see my family. So. Yeah, man. Thanks a lot, guys. I feel the same way about each and every one of you. And, this is not an accident. None of this that happened here, you coming to the group, we all meeting each other, it's divine wisdom. You asked for it. Somewhere down the road, you asked for this. You needed this. You change. You wanted to effect change with your diet and feel better. Said I should do a detox, or I should do it, and then you heard it went off. I've been praying for it. None of this is an accident. And here is supposed to be here. It's supposed to be here. So that's it, man. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I just want to let you know that if there's anything I could do, like there's something I could Makibra, if you feel like if you want somebody to how do you say it, role play, handcuffs, just give your brother a holler, I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind, baby.
That was good.
Never stop. I wanted to say something real quick.
Go for
Can
it.
you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Janine, I want to tell you that I wanted to reach out to you too. You inspired me to go out and get me some bentonite clay and some activated charcoal, because I'm all about the business of releasing the mucoid plaque in this house. When people
Great.
talk about poop, I feel like you singing my song. I'm like the official I'm so serious about it that I don't feed my family until I have made sure that all three of my bathrooms have been visited. You understand me? Because this is no joke. You can't, some people eat 3, 4, 5, 6 times and don't even poop. So yeah, before the morning breakfast or before anything, they have to drink so much water. That's my husband included and myself. And if you drink what you're supposed to drink in the morning, you should have a bowel movement within 30 to 40 minutes, especially if you're doing some exercise. So you inspired me to go and get my little situation, and I appreciate that. I would like to have some more information and find out where you got that from, so we can maybe link up later and talk.
Okay, I'm available, so that'd be great. And then maybe you could do an enema tomorrow too with me.
Oh yeah. See, you know what? I didn't realize it, but I was putting that stuff on my Facebook page, and all I got was crickets and tumbleweeds. Everybody don't want to hear that.
Right.
You got to be
Right.
definitely talking to the right crowd. People like, damn,
Yep.
see, I'm like, I love you. You full of shit. I love you. I love you. I'm gonna tell you. But I did want to say something about Kristopher. That monologue is on point about the raising the vibration, and I think that that's really what it's all about. I think we shift so much, and we don't recognize our environment. We still going through the same things we were going through before the fast, but some of the stuff is so unrecognizable because we shifted our vibration. So you like, damn, was that person always acting like that? Yeah, they was. They really were, but you shifted, and we gotta remember that these people and these events and these places aren't really against us. Everything that's in our lives are helping to serve our greatest good, even if it looks ugly, even if it feels uncomfortable. In the end, you're gonna say, man, I remember 2017 back in January, I did that, and look at me now. I'm already singing that song. I did want to share about I can't, I got to remind y'all about these planets. Yesterday was a full moon solar
Yep.
eclipse.
Yep.
And it was also a
So,
asteroid, I think it was. It was just the heavens was on fleek, in other words. And I
yes.
always take it as an opportunity coming off of a water fast, coming off of I think, man, I did 45 days altogether, juice and water. And coming off of that, almost all 21 things that I set as intentions came true and manifested for me. I had a consultation, and now I'm buddies with this awesome millionaire, and she was like coaching me. I was praying for. I need more millionaires in my life. Let me just say that. When
Yep.
this
I
lady,
know, right?
look, I got a rich mentality, and I didn't even know it. She told me that some of the stuff she said, if she would have knew what I know when she started off, she would have made her first million a lot sooner. I mean, I was so emotional because I be thinking I'm the bomb and I do some things really, really well, but I just don't, how somebody give you you know, all the answers to the test, but then you don't have the last few answers to actually get through the door. That's how I feel. But this situation and this new mentor that I have, I just feel like I didn't even see this coming for another 6 months. And now I'm teaming up with her and a bunch of other entrepreneurs, and it's just about to be on. So this is what I did yesterday to make these things happen. I did a full moon eclipse ritual. Sometimes I have clothes on, sometimes I don't. But I go out in my backyard and I do the wild woman thing. And what I do is I release when I'm asking for something, you have to give the universe something. Usually I give something like I'm releasing anger. I'm releasing sadness. I'm releasing control. I'm releasing poverty consciousness, victimization, all those things. We ask for all these things we want, but we don't make no room for it. So what I did was I went outside and I burned a piece of paper of all these things I was willing to release. Sometimes the spirits say, well, that's not enough. You got to give up something else. So usually I do my strip tease around then. I start taking off clothes. And you know what? I'm a very shy, really modest person, but sometimes you got to bring it. And that is my in my heart. I felt like I needed to stand before God and all my ancestors, just open and free. Um, because I want to be authentic. I want to be me. I've hid a lot of myself from the world, but I can't do that no more. I can't stand in my greatness with even a little bit of hiding. You know what I'm saying? So this is about me doing my work and being authentic and living this truth. The water fast, the inner child healing, all of that made it possible for me to be able to do that. So what I did was I went and got, I usually have fresh herbs. I talked to Prima about this. I was going to do a little bit of a tutorial on if you want to grow fresh herbs. I just went and bought some organic herbs. They sell them in the platforms. Actually, they're at Walmart for $2.50. And I potted those plants. And when it was time for me to do the ritual, you're supposed to have rosemary, fresh white sage, and fresh basil. You boil that in a big stock pot and don't let it come to a full boil. You just, right when it's about to boil, you turn it off and you let it steep for 30 minutes. You take that and put it in your bath water. And with my bath water, I have my crystals, I have my incense, my Palo Santo, I have my singing bowl. I energize the water, and basically, what I didn't get done from outside, I let go down the drain. So, what you would like to do, whatever you believe in, God, ancestors, I actually call on my archangels for this. I ask them whatever that's holding me back from my greatness and living my greatest good, just let it go down the drain. If it's stubbornness, if it is fear of living my best life, sometimes we're afraid of success just as much as we are a failure. So that was my ritual that I did. And every time I did this for the last 3 months, my life is just unrecognizable. Every month that happens, it's like I set my intentions on the new moon, and on the full moon, I let go. So yeah, that was what I wanted to share about the full moon.
Were you naked?
Wouldn't you like to know? Would you like?
No,
I won't reveal it all. It will be in my tell-all book on Barnes and Noble, how to get yourself free.
I'm just hacking a piece.
Hey, Shakti,
Hey, girl.
I kind of thought that was going on with you because I was like, we've been on this call with this lady how long and we've never seen her face with the shy.
Well, right now I'm in my underwear. I'm not trying to be like Van, you know what I'm saying? Let it all hang out. But
Lips.
I usually don't have on any clothes.
Me neither. I'm up under my covers, but they see me every now and then.
Okay, so you said, I was like, yeah, well, yeah, that's kind of me. But you'll see more of me. You not too much. Hopefully not too much. But yeah, we working on that.
That's what's up. and Makiba, she's a very beautiful, like Janine, very beautiful. Yeah, all you guys, you just are. Just beautiful women.
Hey, Shakti, isn't there another eclipse like on the 26th or the 29th? Or what is, do you know what that's
26,
like?
the 26th.
Yeah. And then, so are you doing something for that one?
Actually, that's the
her
day
book,
before. Yeah,
okay,
yeah. Go ahead, on Christopher.
New moon is actually on. It's going to be an eclipse on the 26th, and I know Shakti, your birthday is on this Saturday on the 25th. So
Yeah.
anything popping on that for your birthday?
Man, it messed up my whole plans. I was planning to go to Vegas and turn up. Now I got to do something spiritual. So I was checking out Vipassana. I was gonna spend the time there doing the actually what you was talking about earlier, the talk fast, but they are all booked up. So I don't know. I don't really know what I'm gonna do, but I can't go to Vegas. I can't turn up. I got to do something right. I'm trying to be responsible. I'm a responsible adult. But yeah, I'm always. I will be setting intentions. I've been asked to do like a class. It's not that hard. I can send you some links, but really the most important thing to do is on that day, on the 21st, on the 25th and the 26th, to set your intentions about what you want to manifest that year. Be willing to give up something to receive it. If you can do a little bath, if you can write it down and put a candle on top of it. And if you can do that, it don't have to be lit for the whole 24 hours, but if you can sit down in meditation for an hour a day and visualize that I'm telling you, magic is happening. I can't even explain. I will sound like I'm bragging if I tell you about my money situation and my housing situation and my relationships. I went from having almost nothing. Now people are just almost banging down my door, and monetarily, business wise, and clients are coming out of woodworks, and I'm not even doing advertising. But yeah, that's something that on the 25th, set your intention. If you do a quick Google on new moon intentions, I would get a book for it, and every month set down new intentions for this year, because you already done paid the price. You did it with the water fast. Everything you can think of is going to come true.
Yep, that's what always happens. And thank you. And you're right.
Thank you.
Yeah. And Pete, just to piggyback, that new moon will be on the 26th, 226, and Shakti 225 with the birthday. That's good. And the best time to set the intentions of it is a new moon. Definitely new moon. That's when the new labor begins. That's when the new beginning. And yesterday's full moon was in Leo. It was in Leo last night, and it was powerful. It was powerful. So, Spidey, did you have anything that you wanted to add, baby? The birthday boy, the birthday man. I don't like to say birthday, but you know how it.
No, I'm all right with that. I'm fine with that. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
No, I'm cool. I just, I'm freezing a lot. I don't know my device, so that's why I keep going in and out. But yeah, just really, really grateful, happy to be here, happy to be in this space. The energy is always electrified when we get together. Go ahead.
Did you get a chance to go out and celebrate for your birthday, maybe dinner or do anything special for you? Like love on you.
I kind of used my birthday to just.
Did you get? Hey, Spidey, did you get laid like Prima suggested?
Well, let's put it like this. No, let me be honest. I use this birthday for reflection and introspection. What I purposely did was I went home. I went home. Me and Shakti had that conversation. And I just decided to. I want to keep my energy I want to keep my energy pristine right now. And I don't want to sound messed up, but the places I could have hung out, they're places from my past, and there's a reason why they're in my past.
Yep.
And I just didn't want to, didn't want to go there, so I came home. I just came home and I reflected, and I just had a good time. I had the best time with myself. So, no.
Good for you. I love what you just said. Evan, good for you. That's one of the big mistakes that I used to make all the time. Going back and doing things or hanging with people who were in your past, no matter how much you admired them, how much you thought they were studs or whatever. When you've gone to a certain level, when you've been exalted, when you've taken yourself to higher levels, you cannot go back and be with you can't even go back and really be with the women who used to deal with, or the women, like there were a lot of women in my college who I had a crush on, I thought, and they had crushes on me, and I tried to get with them. It just don't work anymore. You can't live in the past no matter how good it was, because we're constantly evolving and growing, and then going back in the past or bringing the past, resurrecting the past is a snare. That's a booby trap. You got to burn the past regularly and daily and let that stuff stay in the past. And I'm glad you brought that up, because that's something that, I love when, going home to Chicago, going back to the place, going to the hood. I knew all the thugs and the gangbangers, but that can get you hurt. You're just not that person anymore. You're just not that person anymore. So good for you, man. Good for you, Spidey.
Yeah, it's very important. It's very important. And it also applies to fasting. Because when we fasted in 2014, my main reason for doing that was because I had to walk away from what I considered the love of my life for various reasons. I was majestically in love with this woman, but there were differences and there were problems that I could no longer deal with, and I walked away. And I used that fast to mourn, I don't want to say a death of it, because I never looked at it as anything dying. It's still a beautiful memory, but I just used that fast, and I never, ever suffered because I used it. I mourned the situation. So you get an opportunity to reboot in everything: your diet, your digestive system, your spirituality, and your energy and your relationships. You get it. It's a refused. I just went back, the young lady I could have hung out with, I already knew, and I said, I can't. I just can't, so I'm glad you brought that up. And always use a fast for renewal of everything on every level. Once you fast, it's going to leave you alone anyway. Use it. Same with my job. Hey, I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I'm going to move higher. That's what the fast is, so thanks for bringing that up.
You always trying to show off, Van. You ain't the only one who could be all cool and calm on their birthday. I'm not gonna turn up either. So you ain't gonna win. I'm gonna take that award. I'm gonna be somewhere on the mountain. Nah. I'm gonna beat you out on that.
Well, we know that. We know that. You ain't gonna have no clothes on neither, are you?
I'm I'm a conundrum. I either go eat to one extreme or the other. You don't even know what you're gonna find. But you ain't gonna be the only one. I'm gonna do something deep, just so I can win. I'm gonna do something real. I'm gonna post it too, and I want to get credit for it. You gotta like my post.
Oh, we always love your posts, baby. We love you.
Oh, you know I love you back.
Shot.
You know I'm
And
just playing with you. I'm playing with you.
I
But
second
I
and
ain't
third.
playing with you. I ain't playing. Now show us. Now come off that. We don't want to see that avatar anymore. Put that picture on. The
Okay, okay. Bueno. Oh no, no, no
she
speakers
wants
Spanish.
English
No
now. I hear you, baby.
You guys got two studs holding this daggum call down. Van Edwards is a stud. So that's what's up, man. Shakti. Hey, Spotty, you gotta remember she's a married woman, so you gotta sort of like tread lightly. No,
No, I know. Trust me, I know. I know. And she knows I love her and I respect her, and she know that, man. She knows.
No doubt.
She knows that. She knows that. She knows that. I don't know. Now I don't know if Makiba's married.
Makiba's a single. Listen, you can do whatever you want. She's a single the day of. Go for it.
Kristopher, it's amazing, brother, how you speaking up for a sister, huh?
Just joking.
You see how you just got delivered up? You just got delivered up, Nikki.
Man.
I don't know how you feel about that. I don't
As
know.
a sacrifice, huh?
No, she's she's ripe and tender. Like what?
I could be wrong.
No, he just want to spread the love. I see what you're doing.
No doubt. Absolutely. You're our MVP, Makibra. You know that. You got the wow. So guys, anybody else want to share? Janine, are you good?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm cupping right now.
Oh, okay.
So I'm
You
good.
still got the acupuncture back? You're good?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to love on you again, just to be sure.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate you. Appreciate you, Janine.
Hey, Kristopher, have you ever had a acupuncture massage?
I've had plenty of massages, but not an acupuncture massage.
Yeah, I have one scheduled for next week. I want to see what that do after my second colonic.
Oh wow! Please let us know. I would like one as well. Man, now Makibra, is this with your second colonic? Is this your second overall colonic ever, or just in this series?
Yeah, second overall ever. Actually, I bought 3 initially, so I was gonna do one each month for the first 3 months. Pair with massage therapy and different other self-care.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Good. And that'll help. So yeah. Good for you, man. No doubt.
I really love how everybody loving on themselves in this group. This is the first time almost everybody got something. Did you notice that, Kristopher?
Yeah. You know what,
Like
Shakti?
almost everybody got something, or at least planning on getting something.
Exactly. Well, this is the first time that we've ever. You and Spider are the only ones that I think that have been on every group, the 14, the 16. This is the first time that we've ever gone over like the 20. Usually when the 21 days over, I'm out. I skedaddle. And but this is the first time it's ever been extended, and we sort of can, continue to share. And the people, so it's just been a blessing. So yeah, Shakti, you're rare. So I just want to, thank you for everything that you add and bring to the group. Thank you so much. I can't even pronounce your last name. Thank you. Shakti, how do you pronounce your last name?
Mwamba.
What is it, Ma?
Mwamba.
Mwamba.
It's from Central Africa, from the Congo, deep down in the bush.
In the bush. I said, listen, I've actually seen your husband. He's a handsome guy. You know,
Yeah,
good
he's a
looking
big
guy.
old strong vegan man. You know, he a vegan bodybuilder. He does. Yeah, he can.
For real? I didn't know that.
He
Okay.
can. Yeah, he's pretty strong. He's my bodyguard.
I see. I see. Oh yeah. You guys make a beautiful couple.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
In your pictures.
His birthday was Thursday too. Him and Van share a birthday together.
Really? Wow. Okay, February 9th. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I can play with Van so much because I feel like he my big brother. Like they the same person. Like they the two
Wow.
yeah two sides of the same coin. Yeah. So
See.
so when I be studying Van. You think I be playing, but I be taking notes. I be like, see, that's the same thing my husband be doing.
Wow.
Playing too
Wow.
much. You be playing too much. But yeah, it's really important to have that balance. You know, people who are Aquariuses, they come back to this planet with so much information and so much stuff to share with the world. I'm not going to tell all your business, Van, but sometimes they can be their own. You know, they can shoot their own self in the toe. You know, by having a little bit of too much pride or too much ego. But once you humble, but Van is really humble. My husband is really humble cat too. Once you do that, the world is your oyster. You can do anything, you know. So yeah, they have a lot to offer, and I try to make sure and remind my husband that you know, man, you just have to. You can be as brilliant and smart as you all get out. I know millionaires right now, but they diets. I was talking to that millionaire the other day, and she was like, they diets. Oh man, this is a raw vegan millionaire, by the way. I picked the best millionaire to hang out with. She's a raw vegan millionaire, and she was just telling me how so many of her other friends they eat horribly because they can afford anything. They eat anything.
Yep.
But
Yep.
once you get your diet under control, and your everything else falls into place. So yeah, that is a man. This is just a life lesson. What we're doing right now. It will help you level up in your business, your relationships. My relationship with my husband is better.
Yeah.
Um, my relationship with my children is better. Oh, and about the exercise, does it count if you battle your children and you pop lock? If you have like a break dance, does that count as like exercise? Can
It
I?
don't
Can
count. It don't.
I?
It,
Because I just had a
no.
battle with it the other day. Oh man,
Wow.
I'm just joking. But
I know
yeah,
you. Wow.
that's all I want. I know we coming to the end of the thing. I just wanted to say that about Dan and how much he's so much like my husband, and they have the shepherd. My husband turned
Wow.
50 this week.
Wow.
He looks 35.
He
Like
does look. He doesn't look his age. He's like Spider. Don't look his age at all.
right.
Yeah.
Some
Wow.
good brothers.
No doubt. And Shock, how young? How old are you? If I may ask.
2 weeks, I'm 46.
You gonna be 46? Wow, Shock. For real?
I'm trying. I took this picture when I was 20. No, I was 20 years old, and it was of me in a bikini. And on my 50th, I'm gonna take that same position or that same picture, to be like, this is what you could do in 30 years, eating a plant-based diet. Because that's about how long I've been eating plant-based. You know, I gave up in my 20s,
Wow.
and I can't wait to take that picture. And yeah, that's how I am.
Yeah, that's good. A woman I used to date years ago, she did that. She took a picture when she was 17 years old, and then she had turned 50 and took a picture at her 50. She looked better at her 50 when she was 50 than she did at 60 and 17 years old. And as a matter of fact, that woman, I posted that woman in our group not too long ago. Her name was Teresa Jordan. She gave me a picture when she was 16, 17 years old and one at 50. And I always use Teresa. I used T because she's the easiest example. And she looked better at 50 than she did. So yeah, that's good. I think it's a good idea.
I would like to see that. I need that as my inspiration to put on, to put up to, because you know what, these last couple of years of the 40s, boy, they can go either way if you ain't exercising every day. But I'm surrounding myself around people who are already where I want to be. That's how you do that. I'm not playing with this. I'm not playing. I'm not going out. If you saying you eating ham hocks, I'm sorry, we can't hang out for the weekend. Not to say there's nothing wrong with that, but I just need to level up. The thing that I have to really improve on is I do exercise every day, but I'm not at no 2 or 3 hours. I'm like, you got me for 45. That's it. That's how long my yoga sessions last. That's it. I rebound every day though,
Yeah.
and I do my chi machine every day.
For-
They say that.
Now, when you do your first 2.5 hour workout, you will radically see the difference. Just do it try it once and just see for yourself.
I actually done it all the time because I trained as an instructor, so it was required to do that every day. And then when you
Okay.
teach class, you still do another additional hour. And I honestly only slept about 5 hours when I was in training, but
Yeah.
now that I'm back homeschooling like full time, I can't find the time. My kids, I say I'm gonna get up at 5 o'clock, and they be getting up at 5 o'clock. I'm like, go to bed. I can't get the time, but I'm gonna carve it out because I'm worth it. I'm worth it.
I like that. I like that. Fine. See, it's funny you said that. You didn't give me excuses. You said I'm worth it, and that's what the studs do. I'm worth it, and you really are. You really are. Thank you so much. February 25th. I got to be honest. 12 o'clock in the morning. You should be standing in line for it. That's good. That's good. So, P, how you doing?
I'm good.
I'm good. Okay, I just wanted to love this one. Baby, Spidey, what's up, man?
I'm just first of all, Shakti, thanks for pronouncing your last name. I too meant to ask you, how do you pronounce that? I'm always messing up somebody's name, as Makiba found out earlier. But Shakti, can we see that photo of you in bikini? Is it possible or no?
When I was 20, no, you can't, man. You gotta wait for the reveal. It's so stupid.
That's your brother. That's your.
You know what? He been a mess as long as I've been knowing him. I wouldn't have him any other way though.
I know.
He's just who he is. Yeah.
Well, hey guys, this has been so cool. This has been an amazing call, and I love and look forward to these calls on the weekend as well. They really help me a lot. They inspire me, and we got an amazing group. And this is pretty much the core, that's on the call. And I appreciate you guys for taking the time for, I know, it's always a sacrifice when you come and give your time. I appreciate each and every person that shows up for these calls every week, just to love on each other and share what we share, so thank you all. If anybody has anything to share, the floor is yours.
Can we hear from you how you doing, Kristopher? I would love to know how you're doing.
Okay, first of all, thank you. Well, let me just sort of piggyback on that and say that I told you guys before that water fasting releases more human growth hormones and stem cells than anything else. I got on a scale this morning. I weigh 216 pounds, and that's an accurate scale. I'm the heaviest that I've been in years. Usually I'm 2 now I'm 6'6". Now I hover around 205, but I'm 216, right? And it's cool, but I gotta be honest. I've been eating a whole bunch. Now, when I say I've been eating a whole bunch, like salad food, a whole bunch, like huge, just I've been eating a lot of raw. I overate. I didn't break the fast the right way. I'm gonna be honest. I juiced for a few days, and I've even done another 3-day dry fast since the big fast. But other than that, I've been eating a lot of greens, probably too much. But I've been doing good, babe. All is well. All is well.
Well, you look good. I still need to see your pelvis to see what that's gonna tell the story.
You want to see the? You want to?
No,
you want to?
No. No, please don't do a spider.
You want to see the stomach? No.
No, don't do a van. I don't want to be thinking about that all day. He already got me all. I'm like, okay, what? Okay, I can look.
I got a lot of pictures on Facebook with no shirt on, so no, I'm just, yeah, I'm good.
I know you free. You real free. But I'm so glad you got your weight back on. I know that was the biggest thing it was one of the things you were concerned about.
Well, yeah, but I didn't know it was gonna come back like this because I haven't been this huge in years. But then I've been looking at my diet. Guys, you wouldn't believe the size of salads that I eat every day. They're just big, you know, and they're never like, it's just amazing because they taste so good. And so I don't ever want to downgrade. So
a lot of avocado. Have you been getting fats in and everything too?
oh God, babe, I've been getting probably too much fat because my salads have avocado, they have Kalamata olive,
Oh yeah.
they have Kalamata olives, they have coke, they have olive oil, and a lot of times I do half now. I massage the kale, but I also do unmassaged. I prefer unmassaged kale too. I do a lot of a bell pepper, red or orange or yellow bell pepper. I do a huge the spring mix. It's just huge and it's just good because I can get a lot of work done. And so I'll be reading or writing, and then I'll get up and do like maybe 100 push-ups, you know, in sets, maybe set of 40 or 50 push-ups and then do another set. So my goal right now is to do 280 push-ups a day. I do 20 affirmations a day. Yeah. So I've been doing good. I've been doing my affirmations. Like in the morning, I'll get up and I'll say every day in every way I'm going better and better. I am cash flow. I am cash flow. I am cash flow. And I say things 3 times. I am abundance. I am abundance. I am abundance. And I say it 3 times. I am healthy. I am healthy. I establish it by saying it 3 times. And I got like 20 personal affirmations. So I've been doing good and really focused in reading and just planning out the rest of the year.
Nice. Yeah. And I'm sorry, I wanted to ask you, have you been able to keep up on your walks? Because, you know, the hawk will slap you in the face and you'll be looking around thinking somebody really hit you for real.
Let me tell you, this is what's up now, because I am a no excuse guy. When I was in Chicago, I'm in Detroit right now, but when I was in Chicago, it's the same weather. It's probably worse because the real hawk is in Chicago. I averaged about 10 to 15 miles a day running on the lakefront and off the lakefront in Chicago in the wintertime, spring, summer, it didn't matter. The reason why I'm not getting out there like I used to get out right now is because I don't have my gym shoes. I don't have my running shoes. You know, I lost a lot of that stuff a couple months ago. And I either have the stuff that I didn't lose is in storage, all in storage. So I don't have any running shoes right now, so I can't get out like I used to. I'll get out and I can't walk like or work out like I do because I just don't have the shoes. So no, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm trying to get on you, but I'm gonna get on you since you encourage us about that 90 minutes. I need you to get out and walk with the fresh air in your lungs, you know, and all of that, you know, because we looking for you. Because I don't want to have to come up with no excuses. I ain't got. Look, Kristopher. All I got was 4 pair of shoes. I'm not a shoe lady. I got 4 pair of shoes. Period.
I got 1 pair of shoes and they're pretty good, and all my other shoes are in storage in another state. But you're right, Shaq. I can still get out and roll in them. Now, Shaq, this the 100-mile ultra marathon guy. You saw the video. this is the 7-time Chicago marathon running guy. Yeah,
I know you the man. And I know you could. But I need the inspiration. I was like, Kristopher, like, you know, McKeever came telling something. I'm a popo and I did this. I was like, what? Shoot, I ain't got no excuses. So if you can do it with your regular shoes on just to walk, I ain't gonna have no excuses. Because I you know, that's my biggest thing, maintaining exercise every day. I don't do cardio. That's my big secret. Yoga doesn't make you sweat all the time. So you need cardio. So come on, don't give me no excuses now. Come on.
You're right. You're absolutely right. It's funny because I was thinking about going outside today after the call. Before I had my salad, I was going to say, okay, let me go out and do at least an hour just walking around the neighborhood for an hour. And you've re-inspired. In my mind, that's what I was thinking. So, I can do that. I can do it. I can even do that before I have the salad.
Okay, and I'm going to do it too.
Yeah.
How about that?
Now,
I'm going out. You just took away my excuse. I'm going.
For an hour? How about for an hour?
I'm sorry. ¿Qué? Bueno, no speaking.
I can do
No,
that.
I'm sorry. You got 30 minutes. I got the kids home by themselves. They probably done crashed another website in Tokyo and spent all my money on Amazon. I'm
I can.
I might
You
have
want
to
to do
take
30? I'll do 30.
I might take them with me. That's what I'll
Okay, it's a deal, and I'll do it too. I'll do it too. And then I'll come back and have my salad when I get it.
I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a live just so you can see that I did it. And so
Wow.
my kids
I'll
see my face.
Here's the thing. I would do it live, but if I did it live, then everybody gonna want to get on and everything, and I would want it to just be, us and everything. If I did it live, then all of shot.
Yeah.
I didn't lose you, did I?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Still here. Did you hear all that stuff in the back of my throat when I was saying so McKeever could see my face? Because y'all be like to put people on blast.
I know.
When I put me on blast. Janine ain't never been off of her avatar. I don't see y'all up on her like that. Y'all need to.
Oh, I have been off my avatar.
Been off her avatar.
Not Janine. I'm Regina. I'm sorry.
Regina's been off her avatar. No, she hasn't.
Yes,
Okay,
she have. I've seen Regina. I've seen her.
Yeah.
I'm popping my mouth now.
Yeah, I have to report to you, Shakti. You're the only one.
You're the only one. Even P don't have the avatar.
Okay, I'm going live today. Okay, can y'all stop sweating me? Okay.
Yeah. You're going live. You're gonna go live today?
I'm gonna do it in a group because the other people, they don't deserve that much of me. I'm just gonna do it for y'all.
Yes, that's what's up, Shot. That'd be cool.
But Van, to tell you, I don't like to be in front of nobody's camera at all. I'm gonna work through that.
For real, man. Shock.
Can we be taken off of live?
You mean as far as?
Yeah, we can.
Like right now? I mean,
Yep.
we don't have to be live.
Yep, I could stop broadcast. And Shakti, I just want to say, because you and I already had the conversation, when you start putting your face out there, it's going to help your business because what you're doing is visual. So I'm not saying you got to do it for us, but it will be very good for your business.
Everybody keep my business coach, and everybody says that. I'm listening, and I'm not gonna make no excuses. I'm gonna bite the bullet. I'm gonna go today.
Our Pisces. That's love. Wow. I'm a water sign too, Shot. My birthday's June 22nd. I'll be 43. And my life number is 40. 4. I'm a 4.
You said June 22nd.
That's my birthday.
That's my dad's birthday.
Are you serious? Oh, stop.
That's my dad's birthday, and I'm his only child.
Just call me Daddy.
I know, Daddy.
See.
Yeah, I love it because I'm a summertime baby, and the 21st is the solstice, and like the 22nd is like. Yes.
Baby.
Yes. Yeah.
My daughter is my oldest. She's on the 23rd of June.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes.
Real. Y'all, that makes so much sense.
Yeah. And it's like my mom is Pisces. So it's like for you guys in Pisces, it's funny how, everybody comes together or whatever. My daughter is Cancer and my son is Libra.
Wow.
My son is a Cancer.
Yes. Well, I just said, God, my life path number is 4. I know Prima's is 4. I know Van's is 5. Spider's is 5. Shakti, what's your life number, dear?
9. I'm a 9.
You're not. You're a 9. Now what? Now, Makiba, what's your life number?
I believe it might be 9 like Shakti.
Okay. It's easy to figure. What year were you born, dear?
It's 79.
You were born in 79. Okay. And Janine, what's your life path number?
Well, I don't know, but my birthday's 10/20.
What year?
68. I'm a 68 baby.
Now watch.
60, okay.
Dream is.
Right. I was like, I can figure them all out. I just can't do it right now because I don't have. I would prefer to do it with a calculator, but it's easy to figure out. But the fives, it's good because once you know a person's life number, that tells you a lot about that person and like their calling and everything, and like where they're, it's a good gauge.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so
I believe we all connected in a lot of ways because I think it's no coincidence. The lady I was telling you about who's gonna be my new best friend, the millionaire vegan, she's a freaking millionaire vegan bodybuilder. Like that is like my three most favorite things ever. But anyway, she said I had the same birthday as her son, and we start comparing notes, and she homeschools too. And I'm like, I see, we just meeting who we are in the world. People are our mirrors. And Kibra said that her dad was a Cancer, her mom was a Pisces. Okay, first of all, that is why she's so awesome. Like, like she had two water signs, nurturing people as her parents. That is so dope for me. And I think that those patterns keep showing up, to show you this is what we came. We needed that foundation. We needed these personalities in our life to support us. So yeah, it's a good, like, I don't know, reinforcement of why we keep meeting ourselves in the world and the people who love and support us.
I believe Janine is a 9.
Janine is a 9. Yeah. Janine?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. No, Pete, Janine is a 9. Sorry.
Yeah, I added them both ways, and they both came out 9.
Now, what about, I think Makiba's a 5. I just did it in my head, but I think I got a 5 for Makiba. Makiba's 11-4, 1979. 11-4, that's 15, that's the 6, 1979, 10, 16, 26 is 8. I think she's a 5. What do you got, P? I got her as a 5, just off the top of my head.
Yep, she's a 5.
She's a 5. And the beauty, again, 5s are normally the beautiful people that are not only physically beautiful, but just beautiful. They're just known for their beauty in their spirit, especially the physical. 5s are good. There's the 4s are the teachers. The 4s are the teachers. Like Karis one is a 4. David Wolf's a 4. I think Jesus was a 4. Bill Gates is a 4. Oprah Winfrey's a 4. I'm a 4. They're known as the teachers, the disseminators of wisdom. P's a 4. The 9 shot, those are the studs.
Really? Serious?
No, I'm just hacking up. You shock uses too. The 9s are great. So many great, a lot of creative people come out of that 9 category.
Who are some 9s?
God.
Because is a 4. I mean, like, y'all already got her.
I know, right? We got Oprah. Yeah, Oprah's a 4. Bill Gates. Tupac was a 4. Tupac was a 4.
Awesome. I'm gonna have to Google that.
Yeah, I would like to know too some famous 9s. Who else?
So Janine is a 4 or 9?
I don't now. Janine, 10/20/1969.
I'm a 9.
You're 9. You guys are both 9. Janine, okay. You're shocked. You're both 9s.
All right.
Man, yeah, I'm gonna go on Google because I want to see some famous 9s and because I've only really looked at 4s because it's mine. But yeah, I want to know too now. What's up with the 9s? So, thank you, guys. This is a really amazing call, and I just want to again thank everybody for just showing up and showing out like we always do. Thank you, Pete, for holding it down in the morning while we're all trying. You and Makiba, you guys hold it down literally for the first hour, preparing the way for us. So thank you so much.
I just wanted to say I didn't know. I was just looked up the life path number 5, and it says basically we are the people of change. And I say it's interesting because that's the thing that I've always said to people, that I bring about change, even in institutions and in systems of government, that I am the person who can bring about change, or I can see the change that's necessary within that realm. So I guess it all plays a part when you actually know what your number is and how it applies to your life.
Wow, that's real talk. I like that. And that's real talk. And let me just piggyback on that, McKeever. Oh, yeah, just I guess one of the negatives of the negatives of being a 4. Guess who else is a 4? Your president is a 4. Donald Trump is a 4. Donald Trump is a 4.
Go out on a sad note. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. We're gonna take the positive because he is a millionaire. He is the best of reinventing himself. He can make something out of nothing, and he can fool the whole entire world. So he done some great things in his life.
And he may just be losing it because he's old now. So
maybe so. We'll give him that benefit of the doubt, guys. But Trump is a 4.
Fours are pretty much Trump. They like gonna get it. They gonna get what needs to be gotten pretty much. Cause yeah, okay, I got it.
That's right. Hey, the wealthiest man.
Because y'all ain't playing.
I know, right? So that's real talk. Trump is a 4. His birthday's June 14th, 1946. June 14th, 1946. He's a 46 baby. Hillary's was October 26th, 1940. I'm big on numbers, guys. So when I see people, I'm always in the numbers. So yeah. So on that note, guys, I guess we'll get ready to wrap up the call. This has been amazing. I'm gonna definitely do the walk shot, and thank you guys for sharing and just being a part of this. So we'll reconvene tomorrow at 10 o'clock Eastern, and you guys make it happen. Be blessed today. Eat something real good, guys. Self-care is the number one. And be blessed. And thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you, Makiba. You too, dear. Bye, Makiba. Bye, P. Bye, Janine. We see you now. Bye, Janine.
Bye.
Blessings,
you
guys.
look beautiful, Janine.
I tell Janine that all the time, though.
Oh, you see me? Oh, okay.
Janine, I tell you that all the time.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
You look like you just had a acupuncture treatment. You look so peaceful.
Girl, I sure did. All right. Well, y'all have a nice day.
Hey, Janine, thank you so much, dear. You as well. You look good.
Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Be blessed. Take care, guys.